Praise the Lord. What an awesome God we serve.
Yes.
You know, if you just look around in the world around us, if you have been to the grocery store any time recently, you will undoubtedly know that this world is in a panic and in a pandemonium, and things are just hysterical. People have just, they're fearful because of what they're hearing on the media and what they're being fed. And now don't hear what I'm not saying, because we have to use wisdom, yes. But there's no deny that our world is in an uproar. But in the midst of what's going on in the world around us, we as God's children, we have the answer. We have the hope. And even in the midst of the turmoil and the panic and pandemonium, we have peace. The Bible does not tell us that we would be exempt from trials and tribulations. In fact, it tells us that we will have trials and tribulations. But in the midst of those, how we respond as believers makes all the difference. Yes, we have to be proactive and practical and use wisdom and take the necessary precautions to keep ourselves safe and our families safe against this outbreak. But at the same time, we have to be prayerful and proclaim the promises of God and His protection upon us, our family, our church, our loved ones, the people of the world who have been affected by this outbreak. We have to continue to stand upon God's word and proclaim what He says over this situation. It's no surprise to God that the coronavirus has overtaken the world. It's no surprise. He is not blindsided by this. But in the midst of that, we have to be careful how we respond to that. This is not a time for us to be fearful or to cower down. But instead, this is a tremendous opportunity for us as the children of God. This is a time where we can arise and stand in power with unshakable and unquenchable faith and trust in our God. Just the other day, I decided to look up the definition of corona. And I don't know if anybody else did this, but one of the astronomy references to this is the rare-filled gaseous envelope of the sun and other stars. The sun's corona is normally visible only during a solar eclipse, when it is seen as an irregularly shaped pearly glow surrounding the darkened disk of the moon. Did you get that? A corona is a light surrounding the darkness. You see, this corona seems like the darkness is surrounding the light, but the true definition of that word is that a corona is a light surrounding the darkness. And I was immediately drawn to Matthew, chapter 5, verses 14 through 16. I'm going to read it out of the Passion Translation. It puts it this way: your lies light up the world. Let others see your light from a distance. For how can you hide a city that stands on a hilltop? And who would light a lamp and then hide it in an obscure place? Instead, it's placed where everyone in the house can benefit from its light. So don't hide your light. Let it shine brightly before others, so that the commendable things you do will shine as light upon them, and then they will give praise to your Father in heaven. You see, when this corona is trying to be darkness in the lighting world, let's take our corona, the light of God, and spread lightness in a darkened world. In the weeks and the days and the months ahead of us, we don't know the uncertainties. We don't know what's going to happen. But one thing is for sure: we have a word that will not pass away. We have a truth that will forever stand. And we have a God whose kingdom is unshakable. Let's arise, shine, and take the light of God into a darkened world who needs His hope and His love. And let's spread it to them in these fearful times. May we be faith-filled people.
Amen.
And may we use this time as an opportunity to allow our lives to be a platform for the glory of God to be on display. In Jesus' name.